Hi, this is Josh Kulp. We are learning Daf Shevui. This is the video from Daf Mem Zayin of Masechet Kiddushin. I'm actually doing something rare. I am filming this from my desk at the conservative yeshiva. Usually I sit in another room, but the yeshiva is quiet. I'll actually show you what the yeshiva looks like right now. All of our students are in classes, so I thought I would take an opportunity to show you where I actually sit most of the time preparing my classes when I'm not teaching. In any case, we are learning, as I said, Daf Mem Zayin, and I wanted to talk briefly about a halacha that comes up in this sugya, and comes up quite a bit in Masechet Kiddushin and other places, and what it can teach us about the nature of how the rabbis viewed the transaction that we call Kiddushin. The topic is Hamekadesh b'milva, which most simply is explained is the man already loaned some money to a woman, and he says to her, I will forgive you this loan if you will be betrothed to me. That is not Kiddushin. And there are various reasons given for it, but I want to suggest something that doesn't exactly state it in this way in the Talmud. Kiddushin, there's no doubt that, let's say the man loans a woman a large sum of money, and she agrees to be mekudeshet for that sum of money. She has received something of value. We would be denying simple economics if we would say that if he gives her a pruta, something that's worth, I don't know, like a pencil, right? That is Kiddushin, but if he forgives a loan, she owes him $100,000, and he forgives the loan, she has not received something of value. Obviously, the second case is of far more value than the first case. So why is it that if he gives her a pencil or a couple dates and says, Haread mekudesh li betamarim ze zo elu, these dates, or Haread mekudesh li beiparon ze. Don't recommend trying that at home with this pencil. She's mekudesh wherever he says Haread mekudesh li b'mechirata milva halva'a shat chayevet li. Behold, you are betrothed to me. By my forgiving you this loan that you owe me, she's not mekudesh. So I think we can see here that Kiddushin are symbolic. The big difference between case 1 and case 2 is that in case 1, he actually gives her something. Kiddushin are not a real transaction where he is giving her something of value. The value of a pruta is almost nothing. He has to give her something that is not nothing. Right? If he gives her something that's nothing, then he hasn't given her anything. I wouldn't count like giving someone some pieces of lint. Oh, he gave me some lint. He gave me nothing. But if he gave me something of the most minimal value, he gave me something. The person gave me something. But it doesn't have to be a real transaction. He is not acquiring a woman by buying her. Because if he was, then we could do this through value and not through actual giving over of something. Now, I realize there are other sugyot that we learned in the beginning of the Masechet that seem to explore her benefiting and not necessarily receiving something. But I think if you look closely at all of those sugyot, you'll see that someone actually gives something to someone. In other words, it may not go directly from him to her, but it may go through third parties, agents, etc. But there is some act of transfer, current transfer of something to someone else. And in the case of Hamekadesh b'milva, there is no giving of something from him to her. And since there's no giving of something from him to her or from him to anyone, we can't have Kiddushin even if she were to receive something of great value. Because as I've said, Kiddushin, the rabbis view it as a symbolic giving over of something and not a real acquisition.